Can you guys hear me? I can hear fan noise in the background. Unfortunate. Mm. Okay, looks like change of plans. Stream will probably be, let's see, stopped like 3:20ish and then continue later. Hello. Guess it works. I guess still hear fan noise. Oh god. Okay. Yes, we can start now. I actually don't really have anything to like any specific goals in mind for today. Guess you guys can see this. I actually don't think anyone's watching. No, no, it's three people. Okay, hey guys, how are you guys doing today? The first thing we have is Kane this is. Okay, I don't know what I had in mind when I started this. Probably not a good idea. Okay, I guess I'll just start writing stuff if anyone asks questions. what I can do later. The first thing I'm basically doing is I can't like this preload rules. So what this does is basically assign your alkenes as Z or E isomers based on the groups attached to your alkene. If I want to compare this molecule over here to the one over here, we know that for in terms of group rankings, bromine is considered the most important, followed by chlorine, followed by oxygen, followed by nitrogen, carbon, and then hydrogen. You can already tell it's based on the number of electrons in your orbitals, or like electrons in atom. And because the two priority groups are on the same side over here, this is a Z isomer. Then over here, because they are on opposite sides, it's an E isomer. Hi, Miss Lou. Chem was okay, I guess. That's kind of good milk. Then for if you can't like make a decision based on this, there's more stuff you have to do. Okay. I did not come for chem. That is not as badly as I was expecting. So I'm just gonna compare two more over here. So same thing. So we have CH2. Hi Chana. How was your day? Oh yes, you guys should subscribe to TCH Survives. He makes interesting physics videos. That sucks. Hopefully tomorrow is better. Yeah, it's taking a surprising amount of stuff to draw things out. No problem. Okay, so over here, like when we compare again, basically what you have over here is a Z group because again your two the important groups are on the same side in terms of comparing. We compare, we're comparing chlorine and another carbon atom versus chlorine and oxygen. Chlorine and oxygen is two priority groups on the same side, so you have Z isomer. Then over here, oh my. Okay, they draw it wrongly. Ah yes, over here you have chlorine directly and then carbon. So if I compare the first atoms, yeah, so if I compare, right, the two priority groups are now on different sides because like this has more importance than this, so these like this is the most like most important, followed by either one of this. So now because they're on different sides, they are it's called the East isomer. So right now I'm just doing like CIP rules, which basically determine whether or not alkenes are like Z or E isomers. So your third rule is basically the fact that your multiple bonded atoms are equivalent to the same number of single bonds. So what this means is that if I okay, if I were to draw this out, Yeah, so if I draw this out, what this means is, let's say you have a C triple bond C over here. This is considered the same as having three CC bonds. And then based on that, you can sort of assign whether or not these are high priority groups or low priority groups. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Like CIP is quite basic. It's one of the first things you need to know for organic chem like this, I guess. So the next one we're gonna be doing is, no, I can't type and draw this. The text recognition actually isn't that bad. Okay, so basically the reason some things are gonna draw true for here is basically how stable your alkenes are. So comparing transenses. So if I were to take this over here, which is a trans alkane, because you're two groups on different sides, versus this over here. So in terms of stability, trans alkenes are pretty much almost all, like basically always more stable. So trans is this, and then this is this, and these are more stable because of the fact that you have something to do with, I think, electron clouds or something. I actually forgot what it was. Oops. But I think there's an exception for the fact that for cycloalkenes, if I'm not wrong, because like that cycloalkenes has more than cyclooctane, your cis is more stable than your trans configuration because of ring strain. So that's something interesting, I guess. Then we have electrophilic addition. So, do you guys have anything to ask? Okay, so the first thing to take note of is the fact that electrophilic addition is regio-specific, which basically means that you need to take a look at your stereochem and stuff. So like the orientation of the electrophilic addition is basically determined by something called Markovnikov rule. It's just a fancy way of saying you add more stuff to the most stable carbocation. So in terms of stability, I'm sure you guys already know this. You have three types of, okay, you have four types of carbocations basically, which you have your tertiary, secondary, then you have a primary, which is just one R group, and then lastly you have metal. Terrible drug. There you go, metal. The ring strain is very fun until you have to start drawing chairs on paper. This is much more boring than expected. Surprising. Ooh, and then we have stabilizing effects. Two things. If okay. Okay, the first one is definitely inductive effect. X. So what this means in over here is basically that if you have electrons from a large and polarizable alkyl group, basically your R groups, then they can shift towards a neighboring positive charge more easily than an electron from an hydrogen. You also have your hydro like hyperconjugation, which if you think about it is basically the sterilizing interaction between vacant p orbitals and a properly orientated neighboring CH sigma bond. If I had to like go to let's say carbocation rearrangement next, this for so long I've forgotten everything. Carbocation rearrangement. You can rearrange in two ways. Your first one is the simple one, which is just hydride shift. I'm just going to use the example within the notes for one. Find this is find this. Let's say you start off with positive charge over here, which this is your basically like a secondary carbocation. Then what happens is that the hydrogen over here will basically just shift to here, and then you can form something that's more stable in the form of a tertiary carbocation. Yeah, positive charge. That's just your simple hydride shift, and the next one we have is alkyl shift. Alkyl shifts, I'm just gonna use another example, but as we said, draw the carbons only this time. So if I have C plus H, it's very similar to the previous example. Instead of that, I'm just gonna put carbon and three carbon. So what alkyl shift means is basically like you shift the entire CH3 group instead of just the hydrogen. You just put this and drag the entire alkyl group, and then you form a new carbocation. So high deep. This is a tertiary carbocation, so of course it's more stable and it's the major product. Now the interesting thing to note is that this doesn't mean that you don't form any of these. You still have products containing both of these over here, but it's just that you form more of the more stable product. So next over here, we're just going to do reactions and synthesis of alkanes. First one we have is dihydrohalogen. Okay, the screen is gonna get really slow from here because I remember none of the mechanisms. I'm basically learning along. Uh, painful. But this is not a hydra. Oh, this is the stuff. Yep. So over here we have your bromocyclohexane. Then if you were to use alcoholic KOH at low temperatures, you can form cyclohexene. The difficult part right now is that I have to figure out how this mechanism works because I do not remember. See what I can do. Okay, the stream's gonna be temporarily ending in 5 minutes. I'll start again later. Actually, 2 minutes. Let's see. Let's try and figure this out before I end the stream. If you guys have any idea of how to do this, you can tell me too. Oh wait, I just realized it's. Oh, actually, if you have an OH minus, okay, let's just say I use an OH minus first, and then basically attack this hydrogen. And then I use. Wait. Trying to think if this is how to. I feel like I'm attacking the wrong one. This is bad. Oh, I know why. I know what went wrong. I. Okay, wait. I have to stop the stream temporarily now, but I'll be starting a new one later and hopefully I'll be more prepared for that. So, see you guys in about 1 hour.